A strange case just happened in London. A bank was broken into, but the intruder didn't steal anything or kill anyone. Instead, they left behind a strange symbol. Sherlock didn't care much at first, but he still got involved in the case. He identified the suspect as Van Koon, but when he arrived at Van Koon's home, Van Koon was already dead from a gunshot to the head, with a black lotus in his mouth. The police quickly arrived, and immediately ruled it a suicide. Sherlock was speechless. The victim was left-handed, so how could he shoot himself in the right temple?
Left-handed?
Maisie didn't notice. All you have to do is look around this flat. Coffee table on the left-hand side, coffee mug handle pointing to the left. Power sockets habitually use the ones on the left. Pen and paper on the left-hand side of the phone because he picked it up with his right and took down messages with his left. You want me to go on?
No, I think you've...
The police didn't believe Sherlock's theory. They insisted on waiting for the ballistics report, but while they waited, another person was killed. The victim was a journalist. He was locked inside his home when he died. Another black lotus was found at the scene. Same method as the Van Koon case, clearly done by the same killer. To catch the killer, they had to find the connection between the two victims. Sherlock started with a book the journalist borrowed before he died. At the library shelf where the book came from, he found the same graffiti as in the bank. What does this graffiti even mean? Sherlock found a graffiti expert, but even he couldn't make sense of it. Sherlock was stumped. According to all the clues, the two victims weren't connected, but then he had an idea. What if their schedules have any overlaps? Maybe that would lead to something. And it did. They both visited the same place, a Chinese shop that sells lucky cats. Every item there had that same symbol underneath. These symbols were actually numbers from an old Chinese system called Suzhou numerals. Street vendors still use them today. The graffiti left by the killer meant numbers 15 and 1. Now Sherlock had a lead. Both victims used their jobs to smuggle goods internationally. This shop must have been their drop-off point, and someone in the operation wasn't playing fair. The buyer didn't know who to blame, so they eliminated both. Sherlock discovered that the magazines of a certain household had been confiscated, which meant no one had been home for at least 3 days. The owner was Su Lin Yao. Sherlock wanted to check it out, so he climbed into Su Lin's apartment, but someone had broken in before him. Before he could react, a rope tightened around his neck from behind. Outside, Watson had no idea what was happening. Sherlock blacked out. When he came to, the intruder was gone, and a black lotus had been placed in his pocket. Sherlock finally let Watson in, but didn't tell him what just happened. He was only thinking about one thing.
Su Lin Yao, we have to find her.
And Su Lin Yao was just an ordinary museum employee, still unaware that she was already caught in the middle of this storm. Later that afternoon, just as she finished work, she heard strange noises coming from the room.